Kendall, wake up. You have to pack your things and get out of here.
Huh? What's wrong, Jessica? It's really late. Can we talk tomorrow?
Nope, because you have to leave my house right now. You don't belong here anymore.
Huh? Your house? What do you mean by that? This is our house, Jessica. We grew up here together.
Oh, you haven't heard the news, have you? Well, let me tell you something that'll shock you to the core.
You tell me. Why do I have to leave our house at midnight?
Well, Mom and Dad have decided to send you to Mr. Watts' house. So you're no longer the daughter of this family, and I'll be the only one that inherits everything. That's why I could say, my house. And you can say goodbye to your comfortable life here.
Wait, Mr. Watts? Do you mean Mr. Watts, the creditor, who we owe $50,000?
Yep, it's him. The big fat old man in the wheelchair. Ugh, it's been a long time since we were in debt to him. I can't believe he's still alive. And I can't believe that he's willing to take you as payment for our debt.
You're kidding! It's not funny at all, Jessica.
Ugh, you wish. I just told you the truth. And you better believe it, because it's happening whether you like it or not.
But why? Why do I have to go there? What will I do at his house? And for what?
I have no idea. A servant or wife if you're lucky, but if you go there, he'll cancel our debt. It's so amazing, isn't it? We'll be free and have a better life without you. Of course.
Do you mean I'm being sold for $50K?
Exactly. You're saving the whole family. You should be happy with what you'll do. But you know what? It's ironic that he still wants to get married at this age. He's 70 now, right?
How can Mom and Dad let a 70-year-old man marry their daughter?
Ugh, of course they can't. That's why you'll be the girl who marries him, not me. You love me too much to send me away.
Why not you? Don't they love me?
You idiot. Because I'm their daughter and you're adopted.
I'm what? What do you mean by adopted? No, I'm their first daughter. And your sister, too.
I thought you were. But it's Mom who told me that you're adopted from an orphanage very far away.
No way! Even if what you're saying is true, then why did Mom adopt a child when she could just give birth?
Well, they had no children of their own at the time. Mom hadn't gotten pregnant for a long time. She was so depressed that she convinced Dad to adopt a child. And you're the lucky baby girl.
So you could be adopted too. You're just 1 year younger than me. They might have adopted both of us.
I'm sorry, sis. They're my biological parents. I got our DNA tested. Turns out I'm 100% their daughter, and you are not.
I won't believe you unless you show me the result.
I just forwarded it to your email. Brace yourself, little girl. Your world is about to change forever.
Hold on, I'll check it out. The probability of paternity is 0%. No way! You're lying to me. I know that you made this all up just because you're jealous of me. You can't stand the fact that I have a happy life and you don't.
Why would I be jealous of you, adopted girl? I am beautiful and gorgeous. And you're not even my mom's daughter.
Maybe you want to kick me out just so that you can steal my boyfriend. I know that you've been texting him for a long time. The reason why he hasn't blocked you is just because you're my sister. I told him not to. He doesn't love you, Jessica. He loves me, and he'll always love me.
Well, that's a good idea, though. After you get married to Mr. Watts, I'll take care of your boyfriend in all ways. I'll make him forget about you and fall in love with me. I'll show him what a real woman can do for him.
How dare you do that? You're such a selfish and cruel person, Jessica. You don't care about anyone but yourself.
To be honest, I always wondered why you were even my sibling. And why Jake chose you and not me. Like, look at you. You're fat, ugly with small eyes and a crooked nose. And I just look like the combination of Mom and Dad. What I mean is, I'm beautiful. I'm happy that a jerk like you isn't my sister. You don't deserve to be part of this family or to have Jake as your boyfriend.
Jessica, you are not allowed to talk about your sister that way. You're supposed to love me and support me, not hate me and hurt me.
Ugh, come on, Kendall. How many times do I have to tell you that you're not my sister? Anymore! You've lost your place in this family and in this house. You have no right to call yourself my sister or Jake's girlfriend anymore.
No matter what you say, I'm still the first daughter of this family. I've worked my ass off to support Mom and Dad with their debt. I have the right to stay at this house. You can't just kick me out like this, Jessica. It's not fair.
You're so annoying. My parents made a deal. The man is coming for you. You're out of my house. Now. Don't make me call the security to drag you out of here, Kendall. Just go quietly and leave us alone.
Mom, what's going on? Jessica just called me and said that you have arranged for me to go to Mr. Watts' house. Is that true? Please tell me it's not true.
Oh, honey, it's supposed to be a little surprise for you. But now you know about it. I was hoping to see your happy face when you found out. I bet you're extremely happy now, aren't you?
So what Jessica told me is true. You're sending me away to marry a man I don't even know. How could you do this to me, Mom?
Yes, of course it's true. And you should be grateful for this opportunity. Mr. Watts is such a generous man. He's even sent someone here to pick you up in his private jet. And they will be here any minute. Hurry up, Kendall. Take your belongings and go to the front porch now.
Mom, stop it. I'm not going anywhere, okay? And I won't get married to anyone apart from my boyfriend, Jake. He's the one I love, and he loves me too. Whatever deal you've made with Mr. Watts, you have to cancel it now.
Oh, come on, Kendall. You're saving the whole family by doing this. You go with him and he'll cancel all of her debt. That's no big deal. It's a win-win situation for everyone.
Do you know that if I leave with him, it means that you're selling your daughter to a stranger? Not because you love me or anything, but for money. How can you be so heartless and cruel?
My daughter? You're so funny, Kendall, my little sweetheart. Because you're leaving, I'll finally tell you the truth. You're not our daughter. We adopted you when you were 1 year old from an orphanage.
I know. Jessica told me about that too. She even showed me the DNA test results that prove that we're not related.
Oh, that's my daughter. She knows the right thing to do. She knows how to help her parents in their time of need. And you, if you've known about it, then what's the matter with you? Why are you still here? Just get out and leave.
I mean, even though I'm adopted, I'm still your daughter and you're my parents. We've been a family for 23 years, and I love you so much, Mom. You've raised me and cared for me since I was a baby. You can't just dump me in just one night, can you?
No, nobody dumps you, honey. You're going to marry a rich entrepreneur who owns a huge company and several mansions around the world. You'll go to another country and start a new life with him. Although Mr. Watts is a little bit old for you, he is a billionaire who can give you everything you want.
He's 70 years old, Mom. He's older than my grandfather. He could be my grandfather.
Then, in a few years, he'll soon pass away and you'll get a fortune as his widow. You'll be set for life, Kendall.
I don't even know him. What if he's evil? What if he hurts me or abuses me? What if he has some weird fetishes or diseases? I can't marry that man, Mom. I'll work harder to pay off our debt. Please, don't let me go with them.
Ugh! Oh my God, I am sick of you, Kendall. You know what? We adopted you so that one day you would sacrifice yourself for us for the future of this family. Now the day has come and you're being selfish and ungrateful. You're not my daughter anymore. You're nothing but a burden to us. I'm tired of pretending to be a good mom who loves you. God knows that I wanted to get rid of you a million times.
I can't believe that you were lying to me the whole time. I thought you loved me as your own child. I trusted you with all my heart.
Why would I love a child who isn't even my flesh and blood? That's ridiculous. You were just a tool for us to use when we needed it. Will you go on your own, or do you want to be kicked out by force?
Mom, you'll regret what you did to me today. You and your whole family will pay for this someday. I promise.
So, how's the weather out there, sister? Well, don't misunderstand. I just want to make sure you're okay until Mr. Watts' people arrive.
Totally fine. I feel better than ever after finding out how shitty you and your family are.
Oh, see who's saying. What a pity. I hope you won't give up your life too soon. After all, you are Jake's girlfriend. Oops. I mean, ex-girlfriend.
Did you steal my boyfriend? What did you tell Jake? Is that why he hasn't picked up my calls?
I just told him the truth about you. That you were adopted and that you would marry your creditor for money.
He can't have believed you. He's my boyfriend. He should have answered my phone so that I could explain everything.
There's no need for you to explain to him. Jake's so happy because he finally has a reason to break up with you. He's sick of your ugly face. No doubt that he comes to me right away. Guess who's sleeping next to me?
Wow, what a big surprise. My boyfriend and my sister. Don't you feel sorry after all, you bastard?
Don't worry, my dear sister. As I said, I will take good care of your ex-boyfriend. Goodbye and never see you again. Hi, Kendall. Do you remember me? This is Jessica, your little sister.
Yes, I do. Even though I really want to eliminate you from my life. Why do you text me all of a sudden?
I heard that you've been back after 5 years of living abroad. I just want to send a welcome message. I'm surprised that you're still alive.
Sorry for disappointing you.
Oh, well, that's okay. I think I should update some information for you.
I don't care. We became strangers the moment you kicked me out. Whatever happens to you and your family doesn't bother me.
Aw, don't be so cold-blooded, Kendall. You used to be cuter than you are. I really miss you. I sometimes talk about you with Jake. I mean, my husband, Jake. Oh, he's successful and renowned as a lawyer. He earns up to $40,000 a year. Therefore, I don't have to do anything. I'm like a queen. All I do is be pretty and go shopping every day. Thanks again for leaving, Kendall.
Well, if you text me to brag about your husband and your ideal life, stop here. I'm not interested.
Come on, Kendall. I want to know how you've been. Or are you so jealous of me that you're afraid to tell me about your tragic life? Admit it.
I can't stand texting you, but okay. You're the one who asked first. Let me introduce myself again. My name is Kendall Watts, wife of Brandon Watts, the chairman of Watts Group.
You seem too proud to be the wife of a 75-year-old man. It's pathetic that you have to live with such an old man for 5 years.
An old man? No, Jessica. Brandon is a 33-year-old man who's charming and smart and owns one of the most wealthy companies in Italy.
No way! Our creditor was 70 then. And you were sold to him. How can he be 33 now?
I think you misunderstood my husband with his father, Mr. Watts.
What? Mr. Watts is not your husband, but your father-in-law?
Yes, he is. I thought I was going to marry him too, but it turned out that it was his son. And you know what? Brandon was my close friend at university. When he knew my old family owed his family $50,000, he asked his father to make a deal to help me. Then, Mr. Watts put down a bait to make sure I wasn't a gold digger, but your parents screwed it up. And I ended up being his wife, which is big luck for me. I hope you're happy with my story, and thanks for dumping me, Jessica.
You liar! You made all this story up. Kendall?
Why don't you search for the name of my husband then? There are a lot of Italian articles about him.
Nonsense! Don't fool around with your stupid story because there's no way you're married. Wait, what is this? There are 2 million results of Brandon Watts. Oh my god. He's a billionaire. And he's young and handsome. There's also a picture of him and his wife. Is that you, Kendall? Oh, you look different.
Well, I guess it's the result of no toxic family life. I thought my life ended 5 years ago, but thanks to your family, I got a new one. A much better one.
Hold on. You stole my chance to be the wife of a billionaire. That's supposed to be me who married him that year.
Excuse me? Are you insane right now? It's you who stole my boyfriend and screwed up everything in my life, remember?
Oh, if I had known about Brandon, I would have never let you go with them. Now it's time for you to give everything back to me. You have to get divorced so that I can be his wife.
Wow, you're crazy. You should feel lucky you can still text me now. Do you think I'm still a weak girl as I was 5 years ago?
What do you mean? What'll you do, Kendall?
Brace yourself, Jessica. My revenge is coming very soon.
Hi, honey. It's me, your mom. I miss you a lot. Jessica told me that you're back. Why didn't you visit us?
Mrs. Park, you must misunderstand something. I'm an orphan, which means I have no parents. If you're looking for your daughter, Jessica, she's not here.
No, Kendall, sweetheart, are you still mad at us? We're having a welcome back party for you at home tonight. You should come and bring my dear son-in-law Brandon with you.
Mrs. Park, you and your daughter are ridiculous. I bet you've heard about what happened to me from Jessica, haven't you?
Of course I have. Your sister was so jealous that she wasn't aware of what she said. She didn't mean to steal anything from you.
Who cares? She won't ever be able to steal anything from me.
Honey, myself and your father really want to meet you.
For what? Money?
Well, we just want to have dinner with you first. After 5 years, our family finally has a chance to gather together.
Come on, Mrs. Park. The play ended 5 years ago. I knew your real face. There's no need to pretend like you're caring about me. What do you want from me? If you're honest, maybe I'll be generous enough to lend you some.
Lend? We raised you, gave you food and bed, and now you say, lend? You have to send us $50,000 every month for all the things you received from us in 23 years.
You're not embarrassed to say so, are you? Well, you might not remember, so let me remind you. When I was your daughter, I lived frugally and worked my ass off to help you pay off your debt. But then, out of the blue, you sold me for $50K without asking me. You kicked me out at midnight without mercy.
Thanks to me, you could marry a billionaire. I deserve to receive more. I know $50,000 is not a big number with your husband.
You can't ask me to do anything you want anymore.
Then $20,000 is fine.
It seems like someone is in trouble, huh? There's no way you make such concessions with me. Are Jessica and my ex-boyfriend okay?
Ugh, they're in big trouble because... Wait, why do you ask me that question? Is that your invention?
It's not the kind of thing that I should brag about, right?
Oh my god, I knew that was you. You're back after 5 years. Then suddenly my son-in-law got fired and he's accused of tax evasion and embezzlement. What did you do, Kendall?
I just bought a company and checked it out extremely carefully. If there are any problems against the law, I must eliminate them immediately. I had no idea your son-in-law was working there. And unfortunately, he's the worst flaw of my brand new company.
You bastard! You're a backstabbing betrayer! How dare you do that to me?
Are you talking about yourself and your dear family? Besides, you should blame Jake for the bad things he's done. Not me, who just took the responsibility.
It's your fault that now my daughter is in huge debt to the bank.
That's funny. It's right for the wife to be responsible for her husband's debt. Don't drag me into your trouble.
I will do everything to make you give the money.
What do you think you can do with me now? Sell me to the bank?
I will tell every person in your company about what you did to my family.
Go ahead if you think that's going to affect me. You know, when you're wealthy and powerful, you have people to solve incidents.
You!
Bye, Mrs. Park.
Kendall, you ruined my life.
Hey, little sister. I hope you like my present for you and your husband. Or should I call him my ex-boyfriend?
I will divorce him. I don't want to pay off his debt. It's like $150,000. I'm supposed to be the one who enjoys that $150, not who suffers from poverty. It's all your fault. Everything is your fault.
Jessica, that's your karma. Just take it and shut your mouth, okay? I don't have time for anyone from your family.
Kendall, you are evil. Give Brandon back to me. I'll marry him. I should be his wife, not you.
You and Jake cheated on me. Now you want to steal my man again? You're so funny. Do you know that?
I can take anything from you if I want to. I'm much more beautiful than you. I'm sure Brandon will love me at the first sight and dump you right away.
Wow, you think that life is so easy, right? Brandon and I, we love each other. He's the savior of my life. When you dumped me, it was him who stayed beside me. He helped me overcome my difficulties. More importantly, he knows everything about you, your family, and what you did to me. Do you think he still wants to relate to the people who hurt his wife?
All my problems can be solved if you just give me the money. $150,000 is like a drop of your big ocean. Or just give me your husband, Kendall. It's much easier.
I am speechless. You are an idiot. You don't understand at all, right?
What should I do now? I can't live with the debt. Kendall, you're my sister. You have to help me out of this stuff. You know I'm not working, don't you?
If you say so, here's my advice for you as an older sister. Get your ass up and work.
No, Kendall, you ruined my life. You have to take responsibility for all you did to me.
As I said, Jessica, it's your karma. After everything you did to me, you deserve much worse. Oh, and you know what? This is just the beginning of my revenge.
Tell me, what'll you do?
Remember what I said last week? Brace yourself.
Kendall, where are you now? Answer me.
Mrs. Park, it's midnight. You're supposed to be sleeping now. I think the old usually go to bed very early.
Yes, I'm supposed to be on my bed right now, but out of the blue, the homeowner said that he had sold his building to a billionaire. He wanted us to leave the apartment right away.
Huh? Sounds familiar, huh?
A billionaire. Is that you?
Well, I don't call myself a billionaire. You know, I don't brag about myself like your daughter. But yeah, that's me. I just miss my old house so bad.
You can visit us any time.
I said I miss the house, not the people living in it.
So you bought the whole building and threw us out at midnight? Really?
Oh, I just copied you. Actually, I wanted to be gentle to my old family. But thinking about that night when you sold me for money and kicked me out, I changed my mind. You and your family should experience the difficulty of being homeless as I did.
Where are you? Send me your address. We will go and live there.
Why should I do that? You're not my family, remember? We're strangers.
Then how can we survive? We're old. Jessica's out of work and Jake was arrested. We're in big trouble now.
Mrs. Park, 5 years ago, you did the same thing to me. I'm just giving it back to you.
No, Kendall, please. You're the only one who can help us.
Why didn't you help me when I begged you for mercy? You and your family deserve this.
Ugh, you witch! I shouldn't have adopted you that day.
By the way, I want to thank you for adopting me as well as dumping me. You gave me a chance to change my life twice.
It's not done yet. We will get over and come back to make you pay for this.
It's my pleasure, Mrs. Park. I decided to cut off all ties with Rachel and Jessica. I blocked their numbers and deleted their messages. I didn't want to hear anything from them anymore. They had betrayed me and hurt me too much. That's why they didn't deserve to be in my life. I later learned from a neighbor who lived near Rachel's house that they had fallen into a financial crisis. They had to sell the house to help Jessica pay off her huge debt, but it was not enough. They still owed a lot of money to the loan sharks who threatened them every day. They had to work multiple jobs at the same time to survive and pay their bills. They lived in a small and dirty apartment with no comfort or security. As for me, I was extremely happy without the presence of that terrible family. I had found true love and happiness with my husband, who treated me with respect and kindness. We had an adorable child who was the apple of our eye. We traveled around the world and enjoyed our life to the fullest.